A walk-on is defined as a person who plays a small, non-speaking part in a play or film. But those that speak the least often have the most to say. The story of Dayton walk-on Jeremiah Bonsu was told through the athlete-run website The Players Tribune, where athletes are able to tell their stories and show a side that is not usually seen on the field of competition. His appearance on the Players Tribune came after being an avid follower.
So I first heard about it the day after Jeter retired. He started it right after that. So I've always kind of followed it, and it was last winter I was reading an article on the Syracuse mascots. They have like a whole team of mascots that really are the one that run as that one guy. So, and there was a really interesting article, and I thought to myself, I can probably maybe get an article on there. So I started looking at the website, and they have an athlete application down there. So I emailed them. Took a while to get a response. I emailed about 3 people. The guy who never responded was JC Seitz. He's one of their editors, and he was just right away. He was like, "Hey, can we set up a phone call? Where we can talk?" And we started talking more. We would write something. They'd edit it. They'd ask me. They really wanted me to make sure it was my voice. So whatever edits they would make, it would come back and say, "Are you okay with this? Do you want anything taken out? Do you want anything put in?" So it was just really a long process, but a fun process at the same time. Teammates are obviously funny with how they react to anything. They're not going to give you, either you're going to show you way too much love or they're going to act like it's not a big deal at all. I think we've been kind of in the middle. Guys making jokes about, all like Halloween guys saying, "Oh, you're not in the gym right now. This is like your holiday," or something like that. And then also just kind of guys like, "Oh, you're not going as hard as you used to. Who's this new Bonsu?" Things like that. Guys act like, "Oh, I got a big head." Like the first 2 days after our article is like, "Oh, you don't think you can do this because you're so famous now." So that's really fun. And then across campus, I've had people who've actually said, like, "Oh, that was really inspiring." I had people who told me they cried when they read it because they never knew that side of me. One person said, "You just come off as like the most confident guy, and like to think you struggled to get here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't go tell people like that, but it's just a part of me." Of course, people who've reached out, J.J. Watt, Jay Billis did, Doug Gottlieb. So a lot of people have just talked about me, and it's been like those people I look at as celebrities and stars. So it's been pretty cool.
Bonsu has seen action in this 2016-17 season and continues to pursue his first collegiate point.
The thing is, a lot of people sometimes will look at you and say, "Well, what are you doing this for?" The thing is, a lot of dreams and goals are tough to accomplish. So if you don't put everything into it, you're not gonna be able to accomplish it. And there were some times growing up, well, not even in high school, but in college, where I thought freshman year, like, you should be experiencing the college lifestyle more. But for me, I feel I've looked at it as struggle now and you'll have the rewards, and I've been reaping the rewards since sophomore year. I always would go look for stories from people I can take something from, how people work hard, struggles other people have to go through since kind of inspired me. So if I can do that for someone else, and this story just isn't about basketball. You can apply how, putting all the work in, making a list of goals to anything you want to do. I've had a couple of kids that I've connected through social media who have talked about they're going through basketball tryouts, they were cut or something like that. And one kid actually, he just kind of said, "Hey, I would love, if I'm in the Dayton area, to kind of meet you, have a basketball workout with you." And I'm thinking like, I'm not a superstar or anything like that, but that kind of little thing, that's great to hear, that I can inspire him to keep pushing, to want to work hard to accomplish his goal. It's still hard to believe. It's really cool. I love it, and again, it's a story of my life. I've been blessed to come across people who have helped me get to higher places, and it was on the situation of JC Seitz saying, "No, I'm gonna make sure this kid's story gets out there."